Hey, what's going on, guys? Crass Businessman here. Today we're going to be talking about the commonalities between communism and Christianity, which is the main reason why I just can't follow it. So for those of you who may not know, I'm an atheist, and I'm a far more right-leaning atheist, which we're a rare breed because usually when you're atheist, you are a purple-haired libtard that just is in love with the smell of their own farts, and it's just absolutely insufferable. But hopefully I can give you some a breath of fresh air on the other side with some facts and logic and things like that. So the way that it's similar, I would say the main reason is because of the concept of sin and the universality of sin. And there's a couple of Bible verses that we're going to talk about. So there's James 2:10, which is, for whoever keeps the whole law and yet stumbles at just one point is guilty of breaking all of it. That just sounds retarded. So you could be good, like 90% good, and you stumble a little bit, and you're just as bad as everybody else. That's nuts. And for anyone who can actually evaluate this objectively, you can recognize fairness and value. So you're like, okay, let's equate that to something else. Let's talk about somebody who shows up to work 90% of the time, and you compare them to someone who shows up to work 10% of the time. Those are not the fucking same, and they shouldn't be treated the same. That's not fair. It's just not fucking fair. And then you got Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, right? We all know this one. But this is an attempt to, to say, oh, well, everyone needs grace and blah, blah, blah. Everyone's a horrible, terrible sinner, blah, blah, blah. But, part of that stems from the concept of original sin, which, this is the part that really blows my mind, is that, most conservatives are against concepts that make no sense, such as, reparations, where you have to pay for the sins of the past that had absolutely nothing to do with you and possibly not even to do with your ancestors, but you're okay with original sin? Some fucking asswipe a long time ago decided that, you know what, I'm going to eat this fruit because, hey, I actually don't even know the difference between good and evil because I haven't eaten the fucking fruit yet, which gives me the knowledge. So let's just ignore that for a second, right? Commits this sin. Oh, okay. Now, you know what? Everybody's fucked. Your children, your children's children, they're all fucked. It's like, what did I have to do with that? I didn't make that choice, dude. The hell? Exact same thing as the core composition of the idea of reparations. You should pay for something somebody else did in the past. If you're viscerally against it, your brain is probably working, okay? Yeah, because it's a retarded concept that makes absolutely no sense. And it's not fair. It's definitely not fair in any capacity. So why the hell would you support the concept of original sin? Because it's in an old book? Really, ask yourself that. Why do you believe in that? And there's a couple of others where, where's the one? Oh, yeah, and then there's thought crime, which is, next level shit. Matthew 5:21, you have heard that it was said to the people long ago, you shall not murder. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. And there's other, variations from different versions of the Bible and stuff like that, where they say, he who has committed sin in his heart, has committed it and whatnot. It's like, okay, so now you're advocating for thought crime. Thought crime. But at the same time, you're upset that there's other countries where they're arresting people for memes, right? But you're perfectly okay with being judged for thought crime. Okay, that makes sense. See, I'm with you. I'm with you on it's really stupid to violate someone's free speech like that and arrest someone for fucking memes. You should be able to say whatever the hell you want. The differences in the noises that come out of your face hole shouldn't fucking matter, okay? That's not fair. That's an overreaching government, and we should all be against an overreaching government. The fuck is wrong with you? But you're perfectly okay as long as it's a divine overreaching government. Well, he created us all. I mean, so you say, but like, there's just not really any proof of that. It's all an assertion, and then it's backed up by more assertions, you know? And it's like, look, science doesn't have all the answers. It doesn't. It doesn't. And here's another very distinct point here. Atheism makes no claims. They make no claims, except if you want to be super pedantic and say that, well, they claim that there's no God. Okay, but it's more of a rejection. But it doesn't make a claim. Like, what is the official atheist position on how life started? There is none. We don't make these claims. We don't. There's no central doctrine. There's no central figure. You're not required to do anything. To be part of the atheist club, which where do they even congregate? Like, what are we talking about here? The only requirement is to just not believe in God. That's it. That's all you got to do. Then you're an atheist. Congratulations. So, like, we don't make any claims as far as, like, where does the origin of life, what's the origin of life? I don't know. I don't fucking know. What I can tell you is that I know how life developed after a certain point, because, like, evolution is one of the most well-documented, evidenced, like, it's possibly one of the most evidenced concepts that we have. Like, we can see it. This might be an oversimplification, but the core of evolution is shit changes over time. You're telling me you've never seen change happen over time? More particularly, it's changes in allele frequencies over time. Selection pressures happen. Can we agree that weather happens? Can we agree that, like, populations die out and things like that? Like, I'm not going to get into that whole thing, but you also have to understand evolution is different from abiogenesis. Those two things are different. More so what I'm getting at is you can see and conclude that something is wrong without having a backup alternative for it. It's like if I walk up to a tree and I see that there's a mangled helicopter in there, I can be like, man, that's fucked up. Well, that ain't right. And you say, well, tell me what went wrong. Like, I don't know. Do I need to in order to say that, yes, this is fucked up? You don't. You can demonstrate flaw in an ideology or a system or a conclusion or a hypothesis without needing a backup solution for it. So, do I know how life began? No, I don't. I kind of don't really care because I have no influence over this. I can't do anything about it. I can't, like, this changes nothing. And to claim, I would rather claim that I don't know something because I don't know it, rather than to assert that, oh, I definitely know this, when I really fucking don't. So, that's my rant for today. Yeah, so there's a lot of aspects of Christianity that are just communist, which is surprising as to why you guys would follow it. Like, fuck that. All sins are equivalent. No. I'm sorry. Stealing a pack of gum when I'm a 7-year-old is not equivalent to, like, brutally assaulting a 4-year-old sexually. We should not go to the same place. That's communist level, like, glossing over shit, saying, oh, same. No, not the fucking same. You're out of your mind. If you think those two things are equivalent in terms of, like, morally reprehensible, you got your mind. You got your mind. And like, if you could prove in a different fashion that, that this God who believes this shit is real, we got some beef, dude. We got some beef. Like, that. Yeah. That's nuts. Because how can I make any evaluation? Like, how can I have any confidence that you're a good moral character when you believe these things that we know are just not fucking okay? One of the many chinks in the armor. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. Let me know what you guys think.